Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel. My name is John. If this is your first time joining us, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, and if you like this content, leave me a like. I appreciate it. If you don't know anything about me, this is first time seeing me, I'm a high-ticket affiliate marketer. I've been in affiliate marketing for the past 5 years. I've been in marketing closer to 15. This is what I do. This is it. This is what I do from home. I don't do anything else, just this. What I do with this channel is actually I have it set up to show trainings using certain affiliate programs that I work with, where I earn a high income off of. This one specifically, we are actually on, let's see here, day 23, I believe. Day 23 of the high ticket series, and this series is walking people through how I went from $0 to $7,500 per week within 3 months. Literally step by step, day by day, exactly what I do every single day, and you guys can just jump in, follow along, and you'll be able to get there as well. It's very easy. We have a ton of people that are working this program right now. You can go into the comments and see how well everybody's doing, but this is a great program to jump into and get involved with. If this is your first time seeing this series, do me a favor, go over here to this first video right here. You're going to want to click on that and actually watch it. It's going to give you a walkthrough of the program that we're using. This is a complete done-for-you program. You don't have to create funnels. You don't have to create web pages. You don't have to do email marketing. You don't have to do anything. This is all set up to do this for you. It comes with VSLs, video sales letters, if you don't know what those are. It comes with funnels. It comes with everything that you need to do. That's why I chose this program as my main program for beginners just starting out in affiliate marketing. You can jump in here as a beginner that's never touched a computer before, and I literally walk you through it step by step, day by day. But you're going to want to start on this first video here, and that'll give you a walkthrough of what program we're using and how you guys can go about building your income with it, just like I did, exactly how I did, step by step. That's how this is set up. So, that being said, this is a progressive series. We're on day 23, and we are going to jump into it. All right. So today, what we're going to talk about is your circle, is creating a circle of you, basically. And with marketing, what we're trying to do is, especially affiliate marketing, where we're developing like a personal brand, we want to have a circle of, it's called a circle of you, basically, where you're bringing people into your circle, and then you keep them moving throughout your circle, just coming back around to you. So for example here, in the first videos, we were setting up our URL for TikTok. And for TikTok, for Instagram Reels, for Facebook Reels, because what we're doing with that is we're creating content on those channels to pull people into our funnel or our circle, into us, right? We want them to come check out what we're doing. Next, we talked about creating content on YouTube, right? We just talked about this last video, to start creating long form content, whether it's like how I do it, where it's day by day series, training, so people can jump in and start earning revenue right away. I like this because I'm helping people do this. My goal is to actually help other people earn revenue from home, so I'm literally teaching them step by step, so that they can do that, because I want to see them be successful. That's what I do. Now you can also start a YouTube channel, as I mentioned, based around different affiliate products or different programs that you see and or that you're using, and you can have people jump into those programs and you can make a commission off them. Me personally, I like to give people guidance and show them step by step how they can earn, so that they actually can get something out of this. So this is why I have this set up like this, and you're welcome to copy this and clone it and do something like this for yourself. But to get back to the circle, the point of this is initially I'm having them come in through social media channels. You can also have people come in through ads. You can have people come in through shout outs. You can have people come in through email marketing, right? There's a lot of different options. I use social media and teach you guys social media because it's free. It doesn't cost anything. Anybody can do this. You just have to get over that first hump of your nerves telling you that you can't create social media content, which everybody can. And as you can see, there's a lot of successful people that are doing this. So the initial, I guess you can say, the initial walk through the door for these people is going to be through social media. This is how I do it. I pull them in through social media, And I personally send them. Initially, you're sending them to a funnel, but where I send them now is to YouTube, right? So these people come in through social media, they go to YouTube. Then I also have a Facebook group, right? As you guys know, if you haven't joined my Facebook group yet, click on one of the videos, click in the description, and go join the Facebook group. It's really easy to find, and I'll show you exactly where it is. We're gonna pause. I'll just pause here talking about it, and I'm gonna show you just in case some of you. That was a terrible video right there, by the way. But let's see where we can find. Right here, join my Facebook group. It's easily found, easily accessible. I also have a website, right? So what I'm doing with these different things is I'm keeping people informed about me and what I'm doing. So I bring them in through social media, right? A reel or a TikTok video. I send them to my YouTube channel. Then they're interacting with my YouTube, right? From my YouTube channel, just like I just now did, I'm sending you to my Facebook group or to my website, right? And I just want to keep, and everything that I send you to is going to send you back to here or back to my website or back to YouTube or back to Facebook, because I want you to be in my circle. This is what I'm creating, is a circle of you, or a you circle. It is your circle. And as long as you provide people with relevant content, value-based systems so that they can, actually do something with it, then you're going to build quite a positive following around you. And hopefully you can take, the example that I'm leading by here and give people something where they can actually do something with their life. There's too many get-rich gurus out there that are trying to provide people with $5,000 courses, and they don't learn anything. They leave them out on their own. They don't help them. They don't work with them. If you know me, which if you're following at this point, you probably talked to me personally. I've probably already spoken on the phone with you. You have my cell phone number. You have my email. You have access to my Facebook group, to my YouTube. You can easily communicate with me. That's how I like to handle it, because the more value that I can bring others, the more valuable I feel myself. This is just me, but it also creates an atmosphere of not only where people can learn and trust, but they can actually grow and develop something for themselves, and they'll have the benefit of seeing, learning firsthand from somebody doing it right in front of them. And that's my goal here, and that should be your goal if you're trying to grow your personal brand or grow you as an individual in this game of marketing and affiliate marketing. So let's just kind of go over that one more time. My thoughts on the next kind of plan for you guys, where you should be headed here. You started off now, and it doesn't have to be tomorrow. As I mentioned in the last video, we're on video 23 right now. This may not be the time for you to be focusing on this. Your time right now is probably still better spent on social media. You're going to know personally if you're ready to move to the next level or not. Maybe you're still learning how to post on TikTok. Maybe you're still learning how to create content of your own. Maybe you haven't even reached that point yet to where you're creating the content of your own. Maybe you're still using repurposed content or somebody else's content, and you're repurposing it yourself, creating and making it your own. But maybe you haven't figured out yet how to start making your own content. Maybe that'll take a month or two, and that's fine. This isn't... being that this is day 23 doesn't mean that on day 23 you need to go create a Facebook group, go create a website, and you need to have all this set up. You totally do not. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, when you're ready, this is a path that you can follow that works extremely well, okay? And there's big things here that are involved when you start scaling and moving out in this world, right? Let's pull up my Facebook group for a second. Let me just show you something. I'm just going to open up my Facebook group, and I'm going to show you what I kind of do with it and where I'm at with it, and what my goals are with it, if it'll ever load. Here we go. So here's my Facebook group. If you guys haven't joined, go join. The link is in the description. But what I'm doing with this, once you start opening a Facebook group and you have something where you need to provide content and value, obviously you're going to have to worry about posting content every day. You need to post content, you need to welcome your members, you need to be valuable with everything that you're doing. Now I had another Facebook group, and this is a new one that I started because I'm looking only for valuable people as well. I want people that interact with my brand, not just no name or people in the brand that don't do anything at all. That's not what I'm looking for. So that's why I started this specific group. now, and why I'm trying to push you guys, hey, go join the group, because I want people that want to do something for themselves and are looking to actually interact with the group, right? So that's something you should also do. When you create a Facebook group, a couple things to think about. And now you don't have to use Facebook. There's a million other places. You could use LinkedIn and build a LinkedIn group. There's a bunch of different places that you can. I chose Facebook. For one, the programs that I work with are based around Facebook. They have their own Facebook group, so it's easy for people to come from those Facebook groups into my group and back and forth, right? So it's just an easier place for me to focus them, or focus myself too, right? Because I'm dealing with people on Facebook all the time. But you're gonna have to remember to create content. You're going to have to understand what is valuable content, and this may take a little while to get there, right? It may take you just a little bit to really get into this and figure it out. But it should be the goal. And like I said before, it doesn't have to be. It does not have to be on Facebook. It could be LinkedIn, or it could be Reddit, or it could be Discord. It could be any one of these things where you feel comfortable. I just told you my reason for choosing Facebook. The other benefit of this is you have access, with me, why I like Facebook, you have access to people more easily. The messenger that they have is set up on Facebook works extremely well compared to something like TikTok. And I think I went over this in the last video also, that the TikTok, when you're sending a message to people on TikTok, I don't even know if half the people know that you can send a message on TikTok, for one, but it's not, there's not a lot of people don't know it, right? And it's really hard to find the messages. With something like Facebook, it's easy. So I can communicate with people directly, one-on-one, a lot easier. The other thing to think about, and why I'm starting this, is to be do more live presentations. I have some things that I'm working on where I'm going to be working with people live and doing lives on Facebook, and it just makes it easier for me to do this. But if you look in my Facebook here, and let me see if I can go to my About section. Numbers. If you go to my About section, you can scroll down here, and this is what I'm talking about, keeping people in this circle. If you look right here, this is sending people to my website. It's also sending people to my YouTube channel. So I'm trying to keep people in this circle of me. Not only that, but some of the posts that I'm doing on Facebook, I'll show you, are related to my YouTube videos. So I'll post something about a YouTube video, like right here, hey, go check out this YouTube video, and that'll get people going over to my YouTube. But you also have to have an engaged audience. So when you're growing something like a Facebook group, you want to put it, these are a couple things that you need to keep in mind. Set your group to private, okay? If you're going to be using Facebook group. I would set any group that I do to private. I've made a mistake in the past growing a huge group that was not private. I just grew it like crazy to get as many people in as I could, and there's people trying to spam all the time. There's people that are just coming in that aren't doing anything, just kicking rocks. We want to have people interacting, engaged, an engaged audience. So if you set up your group private, then these people, you get to check. You get to look at them first before they come in. You can see you can set up questions for them to answer, right? I have questions. When you go join my group, there's going to be some certain questions that you have to answer before I let you in. You answer those questions, then I have some rules that you have to agree to before I let you in. Not only did I set the group private, but I also have any kind of posting is set to private. So you can't post in my group unless I can review it first. And these are important things so people don't try to hijack your group or try to steal some of your information, or try to really do anything that could sabotage what you're trying to do with this group. You don't want that to happen. So keep it private. That's the number one when creating a group like this. Have it set to private and invite only, so that you can control who is coming in. Now the other thing is, what's cool about something like this is you can start using other avenues such as advertising, paid advertising. For one, we have Traffic Authority, which works excellent, right? With any of these programs, we can use something like Traffic Authority, where we're sending people to our either our YouTube channels, to our program here, like what you're watching right now, I can send people there. I can send people to my website. I can send people to my Facebook group. So you have this option of paid advertising that can help you grow these groups, but you still want to monitor who's interacting and who's being engaged in these groups and what they're doing. You need to really double check the people before you let them in. A lot of this stuff, let me look and see what kind of member requests I have right now. I'll see if I have any. I never hit the approve all button. I always double check every single person who's coming in this group. So let's just scroll down here and see if we can find an example. So here's an example right here. This person did not answer the group. I don't know if you're watching this content at all, but you didn't answer any of the questions. So chances are I may try to send a message if I have a message option. If not, I probably will just decline this person. Same with this person. Well, they agreed to the rules, so maybe I'd send them a message first and be like, hey, why didn't you answer any of the questions that I have in the group? But right here you can see this person answered some questions but didn't respond to the rules. There's a lot of people that are doing different things. This person answered all of them. So, you know, it's important to be able to monitor who you're letting in these groups when you're ready to move to this next step, right? But the whole purpose of it, the entire purpose of all of this, is to keep people in your circle and start developing a circle of you. So you have all the different avenues now where you're generating your initial leads, your initial contact with people is going to be through TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels. Maybe some of you want to jump into Pinterest, YouTube Shorts. All of these people, that's your initial contact method. Next, where I would be at this point, when you're at this point, instead of sending them to your funnel, I would be sending them to your YouTube page, right? To your, either to a series specifically. To do that, you would click on the video that you want to send them to, and you can copy the link right here and send them to that link. You can just go and add that link into a URL, just like you did on video day one. You created a URL that sent them to a funnel. Instead, you could take that and send them to your YouTube page with that same link. So you just go create a link to your YouTube page that you're going to be sending them to. And then the people, once they get into your YouTube channel, right? Because this is going to offer you're going to start growing a more engaged audience, people that can actually see what you're doing is serious, that you're not just playing around, you're not just some face on TikTok or Facebook Reels that is not doing anything for the community or for people's betterment or adding value to them, right? So they can see you on YouTube, they can see your videos, and they can watch them and interact with them. Next, what I do from YouTube, as I mentioned, if you go into a video, you click down here on more, I have other options of things that you can jump into. Obviously, one is the offer for the program that we're using, right? But I also have my website. Now, when somebody clicks on my website, nothing happens. Let's go check this out and see what's going on. It might be down right now. Getting a bad, that's weird. Maybe it's just down. Well, obviously that's not working right now, so that's something that I'm going to have to modify and figure out what's going on, but I think I have an idea of what it is. Actually, I'm just going to pause this for a second and see if I can just turn it on. Maybe I turn it off. One sec. All right. Well, there we go. I'm glad I checked that. I was modifying it a little bit earlier, and then I forgot to republish it. So I'm glad that we went through that. Anyway, when I send people to my site, I'm going to be collecting their email addresses. But once we get in my site, once they add everything, I'm already a member, obviously, to the site. This is what they come to, okay? They're going to come to different offers, different things that they can join, and you know, the different things that I'm promoting that you see on my YouTube channel. They're also going to be coming to some other things that I don't even have yet on my YouTube channel. But right here, if you look right here, it says click here to join my Facebook group. When they click there, they're going to be sent directly over to my Facebook group. So every avenue that they can find me, every way that they can come and find me, they're going to have access to all these different things that they can go to go check out, right? They can come check out my YouTube channel. Right here. You know what I mean? So the whole purpose of this, of having all this, oh, that's Kirsty's. The whole purpose of this is, the whole purpose of having all this set up like this is so people can find me easily and have access to me in my circle. They can keep coming back to me no matter where I'm at. I have people from Facebook going to my website. I have people from my website coming to my YouTube. But initially, they start off on my my social media, right? So that's why we create content to bring them into the whole loop. And now they're stuck in the loop. And this is kind of the goal. This is what you guys should be working towards at this point. You know, at some point, not this point, at some point, depending on where you guys are in your development of your brand and what you're doing. Maybe you want to go a totally different route than what I'm going, but I'm trying to lead by example here and show you what works for me and what's worked so well for me and what you guys could easily replicate. And this works excellent, and I have built quite a following, and I continue to, and you can too. So that being said, it doesn't it really doesn't, there's no time limit for this, right? So don't think that 2 months down the road you have to have all of this done. When should I go build a website? Do I have to build a website now? Should I have a Facebook group right now? No. You're going to know when you're ready to start expanding and spreading out. For one, maybe you'll feel a little bit more secure about how much money you have coming in, right? Have you been able to leave your job yet, right? I would estimate it, somewhere between 3 months to 6 months of doing this, you won't have a problem leaving the job that you're working right now. So at that time, and this is something I'm going to just say real quick. When people ask me all the time, well, when's a good time to leave my job? When's a good time to step away from what I'm doing now? And I would say it's probably when you're making double what you are making with your job. Once you are at a point where you're making double what you're making with your job, that's when I would leave, and that's when I did leave. So, and it's been quite a while now that I've been away from that. I haven't worked for somebody for a long time. But this all being said, once you're at that point when you can leave your job, then you can start really branching out and doing more things. Because as you would imagine, when you start focusing on other areas, that's going to start taking a little bit more time. This initial part of these videos right here, this is going to take you an hour a day, right? We already know that. You're getting the content made, making your content, starting to bring in money. That's only going to take about an hour a day, maybe even less once you get to the point that where you're at now on day 23 of content creation. You're going to be feeling a lot more. You're going to understand what you're doing a lot better, right? So you're going to be able to make this create content a lot quicker. So maybe it takes you half an hour to an hour, it doesn't really matter. But when you start branching out into other areas, such as a Facebook group, well, now that turns into more of a full-time, at least adding a couple hours to your day, because you're going to need to talk to people on there, people who are messaging you and communicating with you. You're going to have to post content, so you're going to have to come up with different content ideas for that. You're going to need to do this daily, right? You need to manage and monitor your group every single day. So this may take another hour or two a day that you have to add to this. Maybe some of you can't afford that yet with the job that you're working, so maybe you still need to start stacking in the revenue, or having revenue come in a little bit more before you move to that position. With YouTube content, I don't really see that anybody couldn't start creating YouTube content while they're doing this process, because it's only going to take you about half an hour. You don't have to create a video every single day on YouTube. You could, 2 videos probably a week is going to help your channel start growing, at least something, right? At least getting a couple videos up a week. So you could easily find the time to start managing your YouTube while you're doing this process and while you're still working. There shouldn't be an excuse there why you couldn't. Even if you have an hour a day, do half an hour or 45 minutes on. Well, you'd have to at least do half an hour probably to 45 minutes for your. You need an hour and a half. You need at least 45 minutes probably for your content creation, your short form content creation, and then half an hour to 45 minutes to create a YouTube video and then upload it. But that's only once or twice a week that you would need to with the YouTube. So I don't see you having, I don't see it being a hard problem in the beginning when you're still working to start creating content. People do it all the time. Now, where it does start to get, kind of a headache is when you're managing a website, you're managing Facebook, you're managing YouTube, you're managing all of your other social media, and then you have your other social media where you're creating short form video content such as Instagram, that starts to grow. Now you're starting to manage your Instagram as well, and you can kind of do that with Instagram specifically. You could do that with Facebook because they're kind of a joint effort there, Facebook and Instagram. But what I'm saying here is, at day 23, if you're not at the position to do that, don't worry about it. Just keep working towards it. Keep growing, and you will be soon, right? We're still in the infancy of this whole program. Day 23, you feel a lot more comfortable. 100% you do, but maybe you're just not at that point where you're ready to go. Maybe some of you do feel confident. Me personally, I would say, even if you've made $10,000 this first month, give it another month or two so you at least have some money saved up and you feel like you're doing well, where you can jump out of that job, right? It's better to be, the reason that I do this is for security. For one, is one of my big reasons, because I don't want to be let go from a job. I don't want to have my future depending on what somebody else is doing or a company that I can't control. I like the ability to control my own destiny and do what I want to do. That's why I work for myself. That's why I do this myself. And I imagine that's probably the same mindset that some of you have, right? And also the freedom of being able to do whatever I want. I don't have to, wait for a break to go. Now, I am a structured individual, and I do have things, set up daily, a routine that I like to follow, but I have the freedom to do anything that I want to. We go on vacation, we can go whenever we want. I'm not held down by anything. With the kids, there is school, but I mean, if I need to go do something, I'll go do it. And you need to be at that point. You need to feel secure with what you're making. In a month, you could really be pulling in, if you're pulling in 9,000 or 10,000 this first month, that's great, but give it a little bit more time. Maybe you want to save up a little bit of money. Or if it's starting to get really busy for you and you do feel secure in that, you make that choice. I can't make it for you. But the point is, with all that said, you don't have to do this right now, and you don't even have to do this at all. There may be different direction that you want to go, but if you're looking for my guidance and what I'm doing, then this works very, very well, and it keeps a nice tight circle around you where people can interact with you, and you can actually help them succeed. All right, and anybody can do this. I do not doubt even a little bit that you are not capable of doing this. You 100% are, and you need to keep that mindset that you are capable of doing all this, regardless of if you've done it or not. You can easily teach yourself to do this. You can easily teach yourself to manage a business and manage your day-to-day structure and everything like that, right? So, I don't think that there's really much else that we need to go over. I just wanted to go over that circle and more in depth and kind of tell you which way is a good way to start going at this point. If you're at some point, if you're ready to start kind of scaling and moving in another direction, and how to keep people around you and really add value to your life and their life. Okay. So now I guess what we'll do is we'll just get into the MLGS emails. I am going to actually, I guess it doesn't matter if it's video. Let me just pop open this. I can't remember if I added the email here or not. The email swipe. Remember, the email swipes are now instead of being in the description like they were before right here, where they're taking up all this space and people didn't like them much. The email swipes are going to be right here in the daily checklist. And they're going to be down here on the resources page under click here to access your email swipes, okay? So let's grab that email swipe, and I'll see if, did I add 23 yet? No, I didn't. Let me go look for it right now. Man, slow connection. My internet kind of sucks here at this at my house here. I'm not sure what the deal is, but I don't know. Just give me a second here, and I'm gonna pull up an email swipe. Oh, minimize this. Okay. I have so many of these email swipes. I've been trying to put them in order so that I can give you guys a different one every day. You know, another cool thing to do with these swipes is about a month in, once you've put out a month worth of email swipes, you can take a look at the first email swipes, kind of look back and see how they were doing, and maybe if you have one that really blew up and did well, you may be able to just go use that again. Let me see this. 3,500. Yeah, this will be a good one, actually. I think this one will be perfect. So this is day 22. Let's do day 23. And we are going to use this one. We'll read over it just to make sure. I just kind of briefly looked at it, but I know the subject line is decent. Okay. All right, so here we go. Subject: are you still interested? Text or body: question: are you still looking to build an internet business? If yes, go here now. Go here now. I'll change that. Go here now. 1 second. And by following a proven online formula, you can almost guarantee income and success. There's many systems out there that will make you cash, but here's one of the best. Get instant access below. Go here now. Hope this helps. Name. Okay. So let's open up our MLGS. And we can use, it doesn't really matter. I think I actually have already sent these ones out. But select all. Our subject is, are you still interested? And for our body, we will just paste the rest of this. Control V to paste it. I'm going to raise this up a little bit. It looks too far down. So there's a nice break in between, so those are fine. And I'm actually going to add something on here too, and I'll do it on this one first. Hey, first name. I'm going to add that to this so that you guys have it. And then I'm going to add it to this. Make that bold. There we go. So that's in there. Perfect. Hey, first name. Question: are you still looking to build an online business? If yes, let's go here now. So let's go grab our link from Multiple Income Funnel. Let's go to the link. Actually, you know, one thing that I wanted to show you guys here while we're here. Check this out, okay? This is a competition that we're doing right now. Just so you can see here. That's me right there. I'm almost in first place for the entire 3-month competition. I'm just working my way up. Here's our monthly. I got in second last month. I'm in first place for this month. So I think that I'm on route to kill it this month. So let's hope, right? But let's grab our link quick. I just had to throw that out there. It's something, you know, you get proud of these things sometimes. Lead capture page 3. Copy. Let's add our link. By the way, there's no reason why you guys can't jump in here and easily surpass what I'm doing. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Watch this. Let's edit the link. I forgot to put the /MLGS. You always want to have that / so that we know, we can see where the tracking, where that tracking link is, where that link's going. Okay. Edit link, and I'm just gonna paste this one in there. There we go. So these are all set up. Make sure you hit perfect timing and send it off. Okay. And that's done. There's your MLGS. So, well, that's a funny looking face. But okay, so today let's wrap it up real quick. What we talked about, and we'll go over what you should be doing now. But obviously, your daily is still creating your 5 pieces of content minimum. Okay, sending them to Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. Every day this needs to be done. You need to keep creating the content, especially where you're at right now. Content is king. The more content you get out, the more you're going to get back in for yourself. Okay, that's just how it works. We need to grow we need to send out this content right now. What we talked about today, we talked about creating a circle around you, something that you can grow and start scaling with, and also keeping people engaged with you as a creator, as a affiliate marketer, and as a leader in your niche in this industry, right? You want to be the leader. You want to be seen as that. At least I do, and I think that I do act it. So I hope that you guys get enough out of it. If you guys can do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you're notified whenever I drop a video. Give me a like on this video, please. And down in the description of the video, you're going to find the link to join if you haven't. You're also going to find the link to my YouTube or my Facebook page. Please go join my Facebook page. Go check out my website, interact a little bit. I would love to see you guys on Facebook and talk with you personally. So go do that, and I will see you guys tomorrow.